Could humanity survive an asteroid impact? It sounds like something straight out of a Hollywood blockbuster, but the truth is, it's a question of when, not if, an asteroid might collide with Earth. But what if I told you there's a way you can be ready for even this catastrophic event? Welcome to another episode of Ready for Anything, where today, we delve deep into one of mankind's most existential threats, asteroid impacts, and how you can prepare to face them. You might be wondering, just how often do asteroid impacts happen? Well, Earth has experienced catastrophic impacts multiple times over its 4.5 billion year history. The most infamous example? The asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs approximately 66 million years ago. That asteroid is estimated to have been between 6 to 10 kilometers wide and caused massive global consequences. While these events are incredibly rare, smaller asteroid impacts occur more often. In fact, near-Earth objects, called NEOs, pass by our planet on almost a weekly basis. Most are harmlessly deflected or burned up in the atmosphere, but even a small one has the potential to wreak havoc. So, what would happen if one of these asteroids was on a collision course with Earth? The good news is that astronomers around the globe are constantly monitoring NEOs to track their orbits and predict if any pose a threat to Earth. Space agencies like NASA have developed programs, the Planetary Defense Coordination Office, for instance, that provide early warnings and mitigation plans. In rare instances where a large asteroid is detected early enough, there could be missions to deflect or destroy it, as we saw with NASA's DART mission, which successfully altered the trajectory of an asteroid in a test scenario. Now, let's get personal. How exactly can you prepare for an asteroid impact? Depending on the size of the asteroid, preparations can vary significantly. Let's break this down into 3 scenarios: small, medium, and large-scale impacts. First, small impacts. These are typically under 25 meters in diameter. In 2013, the Chelyabinsk meteor exploded over Russia, injuring over 1,500 people due to shattered glass and structural damage. How do you prepare for something like that? Well, it all comes down to education. For small impacts producing air bursts, the key is to duck and cover. People getting injured by glass shards from shockwaves could have been avoided by acting quickly. If you hear an explosion or see a fireball in the sky, do not rush to watch from a window. Instead, find cover away from glass surfaces. Next comes medium impacts. These are between 25 meters and 1 kilometer in diameter and could cause regional destruction. For example, an impact from a 50-meter-wide asteroid could result in a city-destroying blast, similar to the Tunguska event in 1908. This is where an emergency kit becomes absolutely vital. Have a bug-out bag prepared with food, water, medications, and other essentials. You'll also want to have a reliable source of information, such as a hand crank radio, to monitor local updates. Evacuation may become necessary if authorities issue warnings for targeted regions. In this case, knowing multiple evacuation routes and having a pre-planned meetup location with your loved ones is key to survival. And finally, the nightmare scenario: large impacts. These involve asteroids over 1 kilometer wide and are rare but could lead to a global existential crisis. Scientists estimate that an impact of this magnitude could trigger a nuclear winter effect. Massive clouds of dust and debris would block sunlight, leading to drastic drops in temperatures and failed crop seasons. If such an event were predicted, survival would demand advanced preparation. Stockpiling food with a long shelf life, having alternative shelter options, and ensuring access to clean water would be essential. You would also need tools like gas masks and air purification systems to cope with the ash-filled atmosphere. Collaboration within communities becomes critical as well. Organize with neighbors to share resources and skills. Community survival, in this case, would be humanity's best hope. Now, you may be asking, how would I even know if an asteroid strike is imminent? Fortunately, global early warning systems aim to give people weeks or even months of notice wherever possible. Keep an eye on credible updates from space agencies and governments. Reliable information is your first line of defense in assessing whether to stay put or evacuate. Let's talk contingency planning. Unlike other natural disasters, asteroid impacts are relatively predictable for known celestial objects. This means preparation can be more focused. For those committed to being truly ready for anything, you might consider investing in underground bunkers designed for long-term survival. High-tech bunkers can provide UV protection, air filtration, and months of sustenance storage. However, let's not forget the psychological toll of isolating underground. Consider mental health training and activities to maintain morale in extended isolation. But what if you can't afford to dig a bunker? No worries. Shelters such as basements or reinforced community safe centers could also protect against smaller-scale impacts and secondary disasters like fires or tsunamis if you're in a coastal area. Here's an important thought. Post-impact survival depends not just on what you prepare beforehand, but also how you adapt afterward. After an impact, basic infrastructure like roads, electricity, and communication networks may be severely disrupted. This is why one of the most critical survival skills you can acquire is self-reliance. Learn to purify water, generate electricity off-grid, and grow food in compact areas. These are life-saving skills in a disrupted world. Did you know governments sometimes perform drills for these types of catastrophes? You can take a page from their playbook. Consider holding family drills. Practice what you would do if you had only a few hours warning of an asteroid impact. Planning these drills can transform panic into quick, decisive action and give the people you care about a better chance at survival. In the grand scheme, asteroid impacts may be rare, but history proves they're not impossible. The good part? Many survival skills overlap. Preparing for asteroid impacts enhances your readiness for earthquakes, tsunamis, and even other unforeseen crises. Survival is all about adaptation, resourcefulness, and above all, staying informed. And now, you've got knowledge that truly makes you ready for anything. So, what are your thoughts? Are you ready to look up at the sky with confidence instead of fear? Subscribe to our channel to dive deeper into epic scenarios just like this one. Together we'll unravel the mysteries of survival one episode at a time. Until next time, stay safe, stay informed, and always be prepared. You never know which chapter of Ready for Anything might just save your life.